Hello, welcome to the Online Academy of Irish Music. I'm Alan, I'll be teaching banjo. We'll be learning the real Dan Breens and we'll be learning the technique of sliding, and in particular sliding up to the 7th fret. If you like this lesson, you can continue with the other banjo progressions lessons on the Online Academy of Irish Music website. So here's the tune. So we're going to learn a sliding technique that lets us go into an open string. So in both cases here, we're going to be sliding from a 5th fret to a 7th fret, but also hitting the open string, that's the next string higher up. So the first slide we'll learn will be from high D up to high E. So when we strike the high D, we do it on a downstroke. We also strike the next open string, which in this case is high E, and then we slide the finger up. So these are really up to your discretion in that you can do these as quick as you like, or you can kind of do them a lot slower. And these work both if you're using the 3-finger method for fretting, which is like the fiddle or mandolin method, or some people use the 4-finger method with their 4th finger on the 5th fret, and it'll work here as well. It's the same as. So that's high D to high E. The other note in this tune we're able to employ this sliding technique on is G to A. So it's the very same thing. We're sliding from the 5th fret to the 7th fret, but also hitting the open A string with the downstroke. With that one, it might be slightly more difficult because you also have to avoid with your downstroke hitting the open E string. So if your downstroke was too large, you might accidentally trip up on that string. Which in this tune, because it's in A minor, it probably won't matter too much. So how these fit in the tune is there's certain phrases where we have a long high E, or we have phrases ending in A, and we can put the slide in there. So I'll give you an example here. So with all of these, we've enough time, hopefully, to get our hand back to the position, to the home position, to play the rest of the melody. So these are slides that are often used at the end of a phrase, or where you have a long note where you have enough time to kind of reset your hand and come back. So they're all quarter notes or crotchets where they happen. And there'll also be some tunes you can probably get this in on a D note in other tunes that are a bit lower in nature. So it's this very same thing for hitting D with it. We'll be going from low C on the G string on the 5th fret, sliding up to the 7th fret. And then all of these work if you're in a different key and maybe there's different sharps or flats or accidentals. It also works from the 6th fret to the 7th fret. Like if you're in A major, it'll work from the 6th fret to the 7th fret, as well as D major, your C sharp on the 6th fret, you can use it there too. So the first thing we'll learn in this tune is the 2 little lead-in notes. So some reels have these kind of built in, and some are, everyone has different notes for certain tunes. But this one, I think most people will play it starting with and then the beat will happen on the next note. So we'll throw away the lead-in notes for now and we'll start with the notes that happen on the beat. So the first phrase is, so I'll play that slowly again. 3, 4. So the next phrase is kind of similar, it just ends slightly different. It's so it ends with some G notes rather than some A notes. So we'll try that phrase slowly together again. 3, 4. So we can put these two phrases together, and in between them we can put in them two little lead-in notes that we had at the start, the B and high D. So when we put the two phrases together, they sound like this. So we'll try that together. 3, 4. The next is so there's no change in the repeat, which is great for us, and it means it's an easy tune to put in our technique. So any of them long E notes are places we can put in the slide, and same with the long A. So we'll learn the B part now. So the first phrase of the B part sounds like this. So we'll try that together slowly. 3, 4. And the next phrase goes higher. So that again sounds like. So we try that phrase together. 3, 4. So what we have so far, the B part is. And then them two phrases happen again and we have the whole B part. And the sliding technique, we can put it in the very same place in the B part. We've long E notes and we've long A notes to put it in. And then any of the techniques you've learned in the other banjo courses on the website, like triplets and stuff, you can put them in as well. So I'd be inclined not to put these slides in every available opportunity in your playing. You want to use them sparingly and use them along with the other ornaments and techniques. But to learn them, it's a good tune to learn the slides through, because you can put them in everywhere in the start and then put them in where you like as your playing goes on. So now we're going to try and play the tune together slowly, and you can put in these slides where you see fit. I'll put them in certain places, but you don't need to match where I put them in. And we're going to start the tune with the lead-in note. So I'm going to give you a count of 3. So 1, 2, 3. You can find more lessons like this on the Online Academy of Irish Music website, so we'll see you there.